Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon or Rising. And Aries, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for March 2nd to the 8th. We're into the third month of 2020 already, guys. It's pretty crazy if you ask me. Anyway, we've got some interesting energies here for you this week. We have the Inner Temple Oracle card. We have the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Yeah, okay, so, I'm really seeing a theme here of, putting your energy in the right places, being very careful to be clear and decisive, I think you're wanting a deeper sense of commitment, you're wanting return for your time and energy. I think you're sick of investing in situations that just don't materialize for you. And I think it's when you kind of have this kind of reassessment of where you might be putting your time and energy and making some shifts and changes there, then that's when things are going to change and, new beginnings are going to come in for you. So I'm going to come to the Oracle card at the end. I think that's more of a better one to finish off on this reading. So recent past, we see the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So together for me, this combination says, massive indecision, not feeling grounded or stable, hollow promises. It's really just not being able to commit to things, right? If the Hierophant is commitment, this is the opposite energy to that. So, we see a person here who has seven, cups overflowing with interesting, jewels and gifts and things like that. But they are at arm's, length away, and they're on this cloud. So it's kind of like they have a lot of promise and they are really drawing you in, but you can never quite attain them. You can never quite grasp them. So you could think, what are the situations in your life that have been, just out of reach for you, but, maybe still trying to lure you in, still trying to, dangle that carrot in front of the donkey. So that could be in relationships with somebody who, has promised you the world but just hasn't delivered. It can be, pursuing people that are, shiny and beautiful on the outside because we're driven by ego, but then, realizing that there's no substance behind that, and that alone makes us feel unstable. In work, the same kind of situation. It could be being promised that promotion, that upgrade, the company car and all of that sort of thing. But, those words just being, just falling flat and having no weight behind those words. So it is the things that potentially haven't materialized for you. Obviously it can be in lots of other areas as well. But, either way, I also feel that it could be a situation of having a lot of options on the table, but just not being able to choose and commit to them. So again, we could say that could be in love. Maybe you have had a lot of suitors or a lot of partners, could even be over the years, a lot of relationships that have been, fulfilling to a certain level, but have never been able to tip over into the big commitment, into marriage and family and that kind of thing. And you might be feeling quite disillusioned with that. We can say the same about, work. You might have worked a lot of jobs and everything, but none of them have led you to deep satisfaction and fulfillment. And we see that, having an impact of making you feel unstable, maybe, feeling like, you're always trying to juggle that sense of, indecision within yourself. And we see someone who's really, maybe riding an emotional roller coaster as well, and can never find that solidity in their lives. I mean, this is the Aries reading, guys. I'm an Aries. I can relate to this. It's sort of like, nothing quite becomes solid, becomes stable. It's like there's always a lot of things going on, but it's not quite the one, the career you hoped for, the one that's going to be the life partner. It's like it gets to a 7, but nothing gets to a 10. That's what I'm feeling here. And that, of course, can be very disillusioning. It can make you feel ungrounded, unstable. You never have those 2 feet on the ground where you can really start building your empire, whatever that means to you. Yeah, and some of you might feel like elements in your life have been a bit of an illusion, and it's, this is not the real thing yet. This is just a practice run. But how many practice runs in the areas of your life do you really want to have? And I feel that that's the situation that you've arrived at now, or the point you've arrived at now. It's like, now you're ready for the real thing. Be it in love, be it in work, whatever area of life it is for you, you're now ready for the real thing. And I really feel that you've probably been feeling quite burnt out and disillusioned with these situations in your life. So, in the Seven of Pentacles, we see somebody who's put in the time and put in the effort, and they are unhappy with what they've gotten back. They're unhappy with the returns for that time and energy and effort. They're just not seeing the reward that they want. Like I said, it always gets to a 7. I just picked that number. We do happen to have 2 7s here. We always get to a 7, but we don't get to a 9 or 10. And I think you're sick of 7s. You want to hit 10s in your life, which would be, the big commitments, things going all the way, really lighting you up. And we have the Hierophant here, and obviously the Hierophant can mean lots of different things, but for me in this reading, the Hierophant is ultimate commitment. Hierophant is about stable, solid, tangible commitment. It can be the institute of marriage, it can be in, financial commitment, it can be about career, all of that sort of thing. So I really feel that you're wanting that sense of commitment in your life. And the Hierophant is the number 5 in the tarot. 5 is the number of conflict and change. I think some of you have been feeling conflicted about this for some time, but I think you've been still looping around in the cycle, juggling this cycle of, things not coming into fruition and not being fulfilled. But 5 is also the number of change, and change is what is required to shift the energies. Start being the change that you want to see in your life, Aries. So maybe you should start, really seeing things through the lens of commitment, really only taking on things that that you can really align with. So it kind of starts naturally happening for you in your life, and you start stepping into that energy. Now, for the last 2 cards here in the recent future, I clarified both of them, and it just makes a lot of sense to me now. So we have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So here we go, guys. Here's the new beginning. Once you sort of have that shift and you make that decision of like, enough practice runs in my life. I want things that I can commit to. I want things that are going to go all the way for me. That great love, that great career, and I am all in. Once you have that mental shift, bam, here comes the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is that divine opportunity. It can be a passionate offer. So, inviting the things into your life that you're truly passionate about. And when you're truly passionate about things, you can commit to them. The Ace of Wands can be, like I said, a passionate offer. It can be getting your sense of enthusiasm back, your spark for life, connecting with your spirituality. But I'm really just seeing new beginning. A new beginning relating to, whatever the area of life is that you are working on that you think this reading relates to. And there's an element of divinity about the Ace of Wands and the Hierophant. So, I think the universe is kind of seeing that once you, make that shift, it's like the universe gets the memo. I always say that. And if you ask and if you seek, the universe always delivers. And here we go. And then we see the Page of Wands here. And this could be you in your sort of infancy of this new beginning, Aries, starting to figure out, okay, I've been given this wand. Now, how do I use it? Because you can see the Page of Wands is inspecting that wand and going, oh, okay, wow, I've got this new beginning. Now, what can I do with this thing? What kind of magic does this thing create? This Page of Wands is an explorer, an adventurer, and he's ready to take this wand and use it for the best of his abilities. He's got the 3 sand dunes in the background, which is, the beginnings of new manifestation. And we've got the 3 of Cups coming in here. Manifesting fulfillment, abundance. This is the beginning of that new beginning that's going to become that stable, tangible, committed thing that's going to go all the way for you. But there might be a period where you do feel in the space in between, a little bit in the desert like that Page of Wands, but it won't be for long because you've already got your wand and it's already sprouting. And, things that sprout, they grow pretty fast. That's what I'm really seeing here. So Page of Wands, rediscovering energy, enthusiasm, passion for life, ready to use that wand to, create a stable new beginning and one that you're truly passionate about. When you're truly passionate, that's when the commitment comes in. So, okay, to end here, we've got the Three of Cups, and this is the clarifier for the Three of Cups, guys. The Ten of Cups. So, if you were seeking commitment and happy ever after, it is coming for you. Now, the Ten of Cups is that ultimate card of happy home, happy life, abundance, fulfillment, joy, love, harmony. Living with the beautiful home, the partner, the children, if you want, everything that fills you up. The 10 cups, not the 7 cups, 10 cups. In fact, gosh, I just love the way this works out, guys. 7 plus 3 brings us to 10 cups. Here we are, you know, you are being given or discovering your final 3 cups in the very near future that is going to fulfill you, that is going to tip things over to a 10 for you so that you can truly commit to them. So, yeah, I'm talking metaphorically, guys, but this could be, you know, the passionate offer from that person that you know, oh my goodness, after all these failed relationships, I never thought I was going to find my life partner. There you go, commitment, engagement, marriage. You know, it can be in the job front as well. Going through all these crappy jobs and, you know, never really getting what you deserve in them and thinking, oh, I'm never going to progress, I'm never going to get that opportunity. You might have just graduated university and can't get that first job, so you've just been, you know, working other, you know, jobs that aren't so good and they're not, you know, not professional jobs. And then all of a sudden, here it comes. Here it comes, and you know you can commit to it, and you know it's going to lead you to where you want to go because you're going to have the financial resources to be able to build the life that you've always wanted. And here in the Three of Cups, we see these people that are celebrating the harvest. They are celebrating the fact that they put their time and energy where it was worthwhile. And it growed and expanded, and you know, now they are reaping the rewards. But it's been a journey to get there. It's been a real process. And I feel like you had to go through this period of knowing what you didn't want, the disappointments, the players, the, you know, people that mucked you around, all of that instability, because you had to get to this point where you were like, right, I'm done. I'm only going to put my time and energy where it's worthwhile. I'm demanding greater things for my life, and that's when it shifts. And then you really know when the right thing comes along, you recognize it, because my gosh, Aries, you know what you don't want. But the 10 of Cups, guys, is within your reach, and it is the biggest card of fulfillment and love in the tarot deck. And I'm just so excited to see it here. I'm excited for myself too as a fellow Aries. Bring it on, I say. It's a beautiful reading, guys. So, oh, the Oracle card. We'll finish off with the Oracle card in the Temple. Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. You're being called to be a devoted student and tune into your heart, to incorporate true devotion into your life. You're being called to develop a regular meditation, journaling or chanting practice, or to show up to your soul with rhythm, to develop a daily practice where you fill up your well and spend time with your soul. All of the answers to all of the questions that you seek are waiting for you in the portal of your heart, but you cannot hear them unless you carve out time each day to listen. Your soul is yearning for a deeper relationship with you, and so the more time you spend with it and show up to it, the more clearly it will guide you. There you go, guys. You know, there might be just, you know, you needing to take some time to really use your intuition and tune into that portal of the heart to, you know, to decide, well, I'm not going to chase every bus down the street. I'm not going to invest time and energy into things anymore that are just not delivering. And when you make that shift, you know, that's when the things that you can really commit to come in. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, so it won't be for everyone. There's always a piece for everyone in every reading, I believe. Feel free to leave me a comment, because I always love to know how it's playing out in your daily life, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.